Joe, August 29th, 2015, and we just had Corporate Ladder, our big show for the summer.
That's right, PK, Corporate Ladder match.
Gentlemen, hold on just a second. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you
CEO
guys.
Bobby Popham.
I want to take a second to recap. I want to thank all the fans for coming out and supporting us. We're almost at 4 years. Also, I want to address Mr. David Garrison. Now, David Garrison, if you think this is far from over, you're mistaken, okay? You can sit here and start your promotion and try to go head-to-head with OSWA. That's okay. The fans of Habersham is who's going to win this, okay? The fans of Habersham Wrestling, they're going to have a show every weekend in the month of September. The first Saturday, the second Saturday, the third Saturday, and the fourth Saturday. So, David, you think you're getting to me? I don't care. I'm just glad that wrestling will continue to be every weekend in Habersham County in Cornea, Georgia. I just wanted to say that, guys. Thank y'all for your service and good work.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, Mr. Popham, it's a pleasure.
Thank you, and I'll let y'all get back to it.
And PK, like Bobby says, Mr. Popham, Popham, I'll tell you something. They are the winners. You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because every single time we have a show, I fly in from Beverly Hills, baby, so that I can entertain all these masses here, all these ditch diggers, all these lettuce pickers, all these Cornelian can collectors. They know that I am here for them. They know that I am here so that they can experience my greatness.
So, Joe, I show up at your halfway house. We then get in your Pinto and drive up to Cornelia.
Pinto? What? Don't listen to him, people. It's total.
Let's just go ahead and talk about the action. The first match was Kit Bryson versus Ken O'Sullivan for the Generations Championship. The match is getting ready to start, and all of a sudden, whose music comes on? Elaine Cross makes his return here at Corporate Ladder.
That's right, PK. The Archangel makes his return from South Carolina, comes right down here to Georgia, and shows us how it's done.
Well, I'll tell you something, it was a great match. It was almost a handicap match. It was like, especially in the beginning, it was Kit Bryson and Elaine Cross versus Ken O'Sullivan.
Whoa, PK. It was a three-way match, PK.
So there was no teaming up between the two of them, no handshakes, no let's get him.
Well, the two wrestlers are going to work together. It's a three-way match. There's got to be a winner, though, in the end. It was not a handicap match. Those three all battled it out, and the best man won. We have a new champion, PK, a new generation champion, and I am very excited to announce that is a member of the Bad Boys Club. It is Kit Bryson. The reign has begun for I like to call them the Fab Four or the Power Trio when it comes to those three wrestlers.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, the Fab Four. I'm sure the Beatles will be glad to hear that. Well, then we had Adrian Phillips, who comes out. He comes out with a trash can full of blunt objects. We're talking sticks. We're talking a chair, a helmet looked like the one you used to wear on the bus to school.
I never did that, PK.
Oh, that's right. It couldn't have been that helmet because yours had a drill guard.
Oh, well,
and then, as well, he dumps it in the ring. He calls out the bounty hunter, and man, what a match. I'll tell you something.
Yeah, I know. He came out trying to look like the Sandman, and then he goes and he challenges, the bounty hunter. And yeah, it turned out to be a good match. But one thing's for sure, Adrian Phillips took quite a beating, and he said to the bounty hunter, and I quote, "You're dead." That is a death threat. That is not professional, and we do not accept that here at the OSWA, Adrian Phillips.
Well, Joe, Adrian Phillips, he hit an elbow on the bounty hunter from the top rope and got the win.
On a chair.
Once again, showing that why he was the most improved wrestler of 2014.
Oh, PK... You always have to bring that up, and I don't know why. I don't say he was the most improved wrestler of 2014. I can't wait till next year where we have another most improved wrestler, so you'll stop bringing that up and putting it in my face.
I'm not going to stop. Just because the year changes, then it'll be 2014's most improved wrestler.
Oh, well, you just move on with the matches, PK.
Well, Joe, then we had the Royal versus Deadly Instincts. And basically, they called them out and said, hey, look, we want to wrestle you for Nicole Jackson's managerial contract.
PK, they were like knights in shining armor. They were fighting for the affection of a lady. And I'll tell you something, the Royal, they were the better tag team tonight. They crushed Deadly Instincts. They didn't have a prayer, PK. And I like to think Nicole Jackson, congratulate you on your promotion. Yes, you now are finally the manager of a winning tag team.
Spoiler alert. Go ahead, Joe. We didn't talk about the finish here of the match, but go ahead.
Well, then go right ahead, BK.
Well, Marcus Adams, he hit Keith Cage with this finishing maneuver, and they got the pin, and they won, thanks to your spoiler, as everybody already knows, Nicole Jackson's contract.
Yeah, that's right, Nicole Jackson. I'll tell you something right now. I bet the Royal will be the next tag team champions, and she'll be the manager of the next tag team champions. So there's a blessing in disguise for you, Nicole Jackson. Save your tears, because I'll tell you something, you got a lot to celebrate, young lady.
Well, Joe, then we had, finally, it all came to a head with Vengeance versus the Monster Z in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
I'll tell you something, PK. That was a match that everybody was looking forward to. Two monsters colliding. And I'll tell you one thing, and you'd have to agree with me on this one, that was not a grudge match. That was not even a wrestling match. It was a fight. It was a brawl. It was who wanted to destroy the other one more. And that person would be the winner.
I'll tell you something, man. They really fought it out. But ultimately, Z hit a spine buster on Vengeance for the win. And I'll tell you something, I was surprised on how violent that match really was.
Extremely violent, but let's remember this. The Monster Z is the longest reigning Ultimate Champion in the history of the OSWA.
Until Taco beat him, you're right.
Oh, PK, but he's not the longest reigning. And let's not bring that. That's a black eye. That's our Chappaquiddick. All right. Now look, the point is he was a better man tonight, but I think that story is not over, PK. That is not over. You know we're going to see those two collide once again in the near future.
No doubt about it, especially after some of the fighting we saw after the match. Well, then there was Jake Hughes versus Rod Bolt. Jackson Carter and Kit Bryson, they were banned from ringside by Anthony Marinelli, our commissioner.
Yeah, Mr. Tom and Jerry wasn't even here. He was over practicing with his little garage band instead of showing up. And
Joe, Astro Phantom is more than a garage band, okay?
Okay, so maybe they played in a church or something. But the thing is that, PK, he had no right to set any rules over here. He wasn't even here tonight.
Well, Joe, he also had as a special enforcer Security Shane was at ringside. It was a no-holds-barred, no disqualification match. Rod Bolt got Jake Hughes to tap out thanks to the LaBelle lock.
Yeah, that's right. Rod Bolt got lucky, and besides, it's not a surprise to me. He lives in Beverly Hills, where I live, and I know that he gets the best treatment and the best service and the best training from the best of the best there in the Los Angeles area.
Well, Joe, after that match, David Garrison called out CEO Bobby Popham, who was already out here, and talked a little bit about this, and Garrison announced that on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays of September, that'll be the 12th and the 26th.
Yes.
Hey, I did the math right. The
Beautiful.
12th and the 26th, he is starting another promotion. It's going to be here at the O-Arena. He worked out a deal with Roger Popham. The actual, he and Bobby worked together and co-own this building, and he worked out a deal. And so it's going to be called Total Aggressive Pro Wrestling. He has secured a lease for those dates, and it's going to be a whole different show. So every week here at the O-Arena, during the month of September, we're going to have a show here.
That's right, PK. And you know what? I just might even have to fly back more than once every other week to grace these people with my presence.
Joe, when you go from Lower Alto to Cornelia, it's not that much of a flight.
Oh!
Well, then we had White Trash versus CTMD, Chadwood and Tower, for the Tag Team Championship unification match. And what's interesting was, when that match, right before that match started, Bobby Popham came out and said, hey, look, I'm going to make this a triple threat. And who came out? Completely awesome.
That's right. Chad Silva and Zach Daniels made their presence known once again for the first time since, what, April?
It's been a bit.
Yeah.
It's been a bit.
And an incredible match it was, PK.
Oh, it definitely
was. It was a good match, and I'll tell you something, what a brawl between the three of them.
And what an interesting riff has formed now in White Trash, because Cody Fairview, when Jimmy Lee was in that, that match was about 13 minutes long, 14, 15 minutes long, and he was in that ring for about 10 minutes of it. And when he went to go tag in Cody Fairview just kind of jumped off the ring apron and watched from the entrance with David Garrison, and ultimately Chad Wood hit Chad Silva with a foreign object and pinned Jimmy Lee for the win. And so now CTMD are the official tag teams.
That's right, PK. I always told you they were the tag teams of the OSWA. And now I was proven right once again. And so congratulations to CTMD. And I'll tell you something, I'm very disappointed in Cody Fairview, and I want to find out what's going on between him and Jimmy Lee.
I am too, Joe. That's something we both agree on. I was pretty surprised by that. You and I have called the action for White Trash and Cody Fairview and Jimmy Lee for a long time, and I was surprised by that.
Absolutely.
Well, then we had our Jackson Carter versus Alpha McFly for the Ultimate Championship.
That's right. A member of the Bad Boys Club goes up against the Ultimate Champion.
The Master of Time.
Oh,
who came back from the year 2069.
PK, nobody comes from 2069. Or
Are you
hasn't
sure
even
about that?
happened yet. Yes, I'm sure. There are no time travelers, okay?
I don't know, Joe. He told me something. Hey, Joe, whatever you do, just listen to me. In about 3 years from now, somebody's going to come to you with an alpaca farm investment.
Oh,
don't do it.
Stop it, PK.
That's something Alpha wanted me to pass on to you because he does care.
Oh, good grief.
But ultimately, Jackson Carter, he hit his finishing maneuver and pinned Alpha McFly. And like you said, spoiler alert, we have a new Ultimate Champion in Jackson Carter.
That's right. Now, 2 titles in the Bad Boys Club, PK. They are just getting started, too.
Well, Joe, then we had our co-main event, the corporate ladder match for the corporate championship title.
History.
And who came out? Who came back? The 6th man in that match? Joe's favorite wrestler, Taco.
He's not my favorite wrestler, and I wish he'd stop
loves
coming
you.
up and giving me hugs. I don't want to get some little third world germ on me.
Well, Joe, come on. Sometimes you need a hug, okay?
Oh, no,
I can't be there for you all the time.
Oh, stop it, PK.
Well, only that, but we also had James Boulevard, Bolo, Will Caution, Jack Stryker, and of course Curtis Coleman. And what's funny is that 24/7 title that Jack Stryker held, man, everybody in that match at one point held it. Taco got it first, then Gemini and Scorn, who came in from the outside, they both kind of won it, and then Will Caution pinned the 2 of them, then Curtis Coleman, and then Bolo, and then James Boulevard, then back to Jack Stryker, and then all of a sudden, who comes out?
Nicole Jackson.
Joe remembers.
Encouraged, but of course I remembered, PK. Who do you
Joe.
think I am?
You said aha, so it's like, yeah.
No, I mean, guess what? She got a new tag team, and that tag team encouraged her, the Royal, encouraged her to go get her title back. There's a good sign already.
Well, she pinned Jack Stryker and got her title back.
Yeah.
But Joe, we also had another historical event here tonight. Curtis Coleman retained his title. He is the first corporate champion to go into corporate ladder and retain his title.
Yep, that's right. So enjoy it for now, Curtis Coleman, because guess who's coming after you? One of the members of the Bad Boys Club. You know that those guys are going to own all the gold in the OSWA.
Well, if they want those tag titles, they better come up with something good because Chadwood and Tower, they plan on holding on to those for a long time.
Hey,
and I don't see Curtis Coleman just kind of rolling over to satisfy Jake Hughes and the Bad Boys Club.
Hey,
Came up with that name.
They fight for what they want, and
Yeah.
they get what they want.
Sounds like a 1970s gang name in a stupid B-rated movie. Anyways,
What?
Well, Joe, our next show is September 5th, 2015. Here, bell time at 7 o'clock. Door opens at 6. The great thing is, if you miss it, we want you here. But if you miss it, you can always watch us on OSWAentertainment.com, YouTube.com/OSWA Entertainment. Follow us on Twitter and on Facebook, OSWA Entertainment. We appreciate our fans. We look forward to being here in 2 weeks. Have a good night.